when you achieve success, it may not match your picture, right? It may not match your vision of what you thought, but you've got to be flexible. But once you get there, no matter how old you are, you've got to deal with the trappings of success: complacency, arrogance, laziness, and to do that successfully, you need people around you to help you find your true north. To stay in touch with those aspects of us that come naturally as children is part of the challenge of growing and maturing into adulthood. A willingness to suspend disbelief, a willingness to believe in yourself, a willingness to believe that if you can dream it up, you can get it done, right? Those shouldn't remain the province of childhood. And I think without consciously choosing it, I've followed a path that has enabled me to stay in contact with those aspects of who I naturally am. It's just a part of the game is having the ability to continue to believe in yourself, even, like I say, in the face of evidence to the contrary. When you walk into a room full of people on an audition and you walk out without really any sense of how you did or what their response was, and oftentimes you don't get any feedback except for they went in another direction, you have to be able to communicate to yourself that, you know what, okay, that one's done. What's next? What's next? And I think trusting in, having the ability to trust in what you've decided to do plays a really important and key role. I believe I am doing with my life exactly what I should be doing with my life. You know, that mirror talk is pretty critical at any point in our lives. But I looked in the mirror and I asked, so what am I good at? And I wish I could cop to the belief that it's all purposeful on my part, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like I have made the best of opportunities that have come my way in life. I didn't get the kind of lifetime where I can do whatever I want. I mean, I come from a lower middle class background, single parent household. I could have been one of those statistics with which we are all too familiar. Single mom, worked 9 to 5. I was a latchkey kid. I had every opportunity to become one of those statistics, but I had a person who had not only hopes and dreams for me, she had expectations, and she exercised those expectations in a really demonstrative way. I think self-love is all about pushing yourself, demanding of yourself that you stretch and reach your boundaries. Because I didn't grow up in what I would consider to be comfortable circumstances, you know, we didn't have a lot of money. I just naturally assumed that hard work was a part of the deal, right? Because it is. I mean, that's my perspective. I grew up in a generation where hard work was just a part of the deal. I think it's shifting now. They say that this is the first generation that is not going to automatically do better than their parents in terms of achieving the American dream. And so the question becomes for these kids, so what's it all for? Why am I working so hard? And the tendency is to, you know, to not incorporate that as a part of your value system. I didn't see that I had a choice. My mother was smart enough to educate me to the challenges that I would face in life, right? Trying to be successful in American society as a black male. So I knew what I was up against. And I knew that in order to achieve some semblance of success, which was, again, my definition of success was to have that life that I saw others having and experiencing the American dream. So what am I going to do in order to achieve that? I'm going to work my ass off.